Welcome to Love Well Week 3. Today we're talking about how we relate, but before we go there, I want you to consider this. The way that we show up for relationships today, it didn't start today. It started really from our home and what we saw growing up. So I want to ask you guys, what was your home life like, and how did that affect how you show up and relate to people today?
My childhood was pretty idyllic. My parents had a great marriage. There was a squabble every now and then, but it was never anything volatile or hostile. Maybe a slammed door. So I think I brought the expectations of what I lived with, what I grew up with into my marriage. I just made an assumption that that would be the way it was between Paul and myself.
I would say for me, if I was asked, did your parents fight? The answer would have been no. I never saw my parents
That's me.
argue or fight, right? Yet I knew they did. I knew that there was disagreements, but they would be honest and just kind of go behind closed doors and figure it out. But that's not how I parent our kids. That's not how my wife and I do it. We do it a little bit differently in the sense that, we do have some hot moments in front of them, sometimes in the car, sometimes, in the house, but they sometimes feel the process working through the conflict.
I think I'm actually the only one at this table who did not have a stable, consistent childhood. And I could talk about the effects of divorce. My parents got divorced when I was very young. It definitely had a ripple effect and has impacted a lot of how I relate to people. But a beautiful moment that I want to highlight that did come out of it is both my parents remarried, and my stepmom was the first person that ever really made me feel safe and chosen. I was a little bit crazy as a kid, and she loved me anyways, and so we do appreciate and love you, and we do turn out pretty okay. So I just wanted to give it that encouragement, something beautiful that did happen.
Yeah, the way we often give and receive connection can really be rooted all the way back into our childhood, and then we're kind of living it out in adulthood. Part of the homework we gave you, where do we come from, and our story for last week, we're going to talk a little bit about that going into this week as well, as we talk about attachment styles and relational needs. So come join us for that. So as we talk about the attachment styles, I want you to know this. Here's the truth. We are wired for safe and secure connection. And when those needs are being met in our home, children grow to become emotional, healthy adults. But what are some of those styles that we talk about when it comes to attachment styles? Well, the first is the anxious or the preoccupied style, okay? It's this idea, I must cling in order to feel safe, right? It's developed when care is maybe inconsistent or unpredictable in the home. Maybe the home life is a little erratic. Maybe a parent has left the home. Maybe a child has experienced some challenges, maybe in the school or in a neighborhood, and they're kind of learning to understand, what does it look like? How do I deal with anxiety? How do I deal with disconnection? How do I deal with some of those emotions that are there? And it can lead to fear. It can lead to abandonment and a need for constant reassurance. Again, not their fault, but it's what they've experienced around them allows them now to kind of play it out in real time. The second attachment style is this avoidant or dismissive attachment style.